Hi there, this is Teresa, and let's talk abundance. So we're quickly approaching the end of the year 2016, and the new year of 2017 is on the horizon. And I'm noticing that people have all sorts of different responses and reactions to this ending of one year and beginning of a new. For whatever reason, I'm noticing on a lot of Facebook posts that there are a lot of people who just cannot wait till 2016 is over. Like, end it. Like, get over it. Let's move on to the new year. And the sense I get is because, some things have happened in 2016 that have not been fun, that have been difficult, that have been painful. You might say that 2016 was not a good year for them. And so they're eager to be done with it and start fresh in the new year. And I've noticed on Facebook, there's this tradition and this ritual of picking a word for your new year. Sometimes one that begins with the letter T. Mine would be transformation. And others, it's just a theme or a word for the year that's what they want the year to be about. There are people who, of course, are setting New Year's resolutions, and there are people who, of course, are adamantly refusing to set New Year's resolutions. It's definitely a time of ritual and transition and change. And whether you're setting goals or picking a word or just eager for 2016 to be done, there's one really simple, really empowering ritual that I encourage you to take the time to practice in this week around the beginning of the new year and the ending of the past year. And the best way to describe it, and it's especially powerful if you, by chance, have had maybe not the best of years. You've had things that didn't go the way you wanted, or you've had painful experiences, or it's just been unpleasant. But the ritual, and the best way I can describe it is with this. I don't know if you recognize this, but this is a sifter or a strainer or a drainer. And I wish I had one like gold miners use, but I brought it out because when you think of mining for gold, and you see this in the old black and white movies of the 40s and 50s and the gold rush in California and Alaska, they'd go out and they'd put all this dirt and rock and all of that in a box that was basically a sifter, and they'd run water through it, and they'd have to keep sifting and sifting out the stuff that wasn't gold to find the gold nuggets. And I think the same thing is a very, very powerful practice as we end one year and begin a new year. No matter what's happened to you this past year, pleasant or painful, successful or not, there's gold in this past year for you. If you're willing to mine for it, sift through what happened. And when I say there's gold, I mean the gifts that you received this year that you can carry with you into the new year and that will support you. It's what I call gold nuggets, mining for gold nuggets. And gold nuggets are not necessarily the results you've had. They're not, oh, I accomplished this, or we achieved this. They're not, we took this great vacation. I mean, that's wonderful, but those are memories. They're not nuggets. Nuggets are the things that you've learned, the ways you've been changed, the new practices or habits or beliefs you've developed throughout this year, perhaps because of painful or less than pleasant times, perhaps because you didn't succeed or achieve your goal. What have you learned this year? How have you grown? What practices have you developed because of this year that you can sift out all the stuff, the extra stuff, pleasant and unpleasant? Those are just memories and those are just experiences. But from them, you've gotten gold. You are not the same person you were, I will dare to say, now as you were when you began the new year. So how have you changed? What's changed inside of you? Those are your gold nuggets. One of my gold nuggets, I'll just use it as an example, is I saw that one way I've limited my own abundance and held myself back has been my fear and my unwillingness to put myself out in the world. I kept wanting to get my act together and have everything right, and then I would put myself out in the world. A result of that has been these Let's Talk Abundance videos. But my nugget is not the Let's Talk Abundance videos. My nugget is what the Let's Talk Abundance videos represent. That realization that I need to keep putting myself and my work out in the world. That's how I can access the abundance that's available to me. So that's just one of my nuggets. Now, I discovered it through some kind of painful realizations and some results that really weren't working for me. And that's what there is for me to let go. Just like the miners would just let go all of the rocks and all of the sand and all of that wasn't gold. They just let it go. Pleasant or unpleasant, let it go. And grab hold of your nuggets and bring them into the new year, so that you'll begin the new year with gold in your hand. And you'll set yourself up to experience even more gold or abundance in this new year. Now, how do you let go of stuff, especially if it was really painful? Or maybe it was really pleasant. Well, some of it is to just say, that was then and this is now, and I'm grateful for that, or that was hard, and I'm now here. But I know that some people, myself included, like to do something more tangible and ritualistic. So as you're mining for gold, maybe you journal it. Write down all the other stuff that happened, the stuff that you loved, the stuff that you didn't like. And then on a separate sheet of paper, write down your gold nuggets. And then you can come up with a little ritual with that sheet of paper of all the other stuff, of letting it go. Maybe it can be, throwing it into the garbage. Maybe it can be burning it and literally letting it go with gratitude. Maybe it can be blessing it. There's a prayer that I say on a regular basis that part of it is saying, I bless the past with all of its good moments and all of its unpleasant ones. There's gold in 2016 for you. If you take the time to sift through everything and find it. Find your nuggets that you've received, the abundance that you've received in 2016 that you can carry with you into this new year. And may this new year be filled with all things gold and golden, abundant for you. Happy New Year. This is Teresa, and we're talking abundance. But it's not just about talking it, it's about living it. So I hope you'll take the time to mine for your gold nuggets today.